Coming up right now, a man gets down and dirty at an In-N-Out, and it ain't pretty.
Also coming up, the Pillow Fight Club. We'll tell you why people want you to talk about it.
Oh, interesting. A little bit later on. Don't call it a comeback because this diva actually never really left.
Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English. We're welcoming you to Daily Flash. So glad to have you here. A whole hour packed with goodness you're going to love, including little Matt Doolittle, which, by the way, is always on our website and always doing that review thing. That preview, what is it?
Over at the YouTube page and our website, preview review.
Review.
Jumping into stuff going on in entertainment, and especially all the, I do a deep dive into all the stuff that came out from D23, the big announcements from Disney a couple weeks ago with all the stuff going on at the parks. We went out there, and for the first time ever, there is a line to the island and all this stuff that never got any, to Tom Sawyer's Island, all this stuff that never got any attention before. But now before it goes away, people need to go see it one last time, even though nobody cared about it last week.
Interesting. Now, the one thing I'd like to know, now, do you review your preview or do you preview what you're going to review?
A little bit of both.
We haven't really got the synopsis on
It goes in a circle, Mitch.
It's a vicious circle.
It's one big circle party on there.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, we got a new study out on pet peeves.
Things that people don't like.
Yes, what's one of your pet peeves?
Especially.
Especially.
I don't know why.
Espresso?
An espresso.
Yeah.
Now, and you're coming from a guy who mispronounces things all the time, but when I hear people say express or whatever, especially, I don't know what it does to me. What about you?
Well,
you got
The word ain't. I can't stand ain't. And there's a guy with a sign. We have a big, busy road here called Cimarron. So the road next to it, this guy has a sign up that says, "This ain't Cimarron." I'm like, you put that on your yard. You dum-dum.
Ain't a word.
Ain't a shopping carts for me in the parking lot.
Yeah,
you can't take your shopping cart back to the return cart area. Really?
It's
Come
a social contract we have with everybody. Yeah.
It drives me nuts, especially when the shopping cart return is here and you're parked here. And you just decide to leave your shopping cart in the parking space.
Takes a second. Folks.
So a few of the other things that made the list, folks are annoyed by having to be available 24/7. They feel in this day and age, they got to be available 24/7. They don't like
phones
that.
have done that.
Our phones have done that. Another thing our phones have done is we've sort of forced the influence culture to record and video every moment of their day.
Yeah.
And that's driving some people crazy.
And it's and sometimes when bad things happen, it's good to have that record, but everybody has a camera now, which you'd think crime would go down.
You would
because everybody has a camera.
Yes, very true. But it is annoying, like if you've been next to somebody and then all of a sudden they turn their camera on, they're talking to them, like, can you just take 5 minutes and not look at yourself?
Yeah, that's
just
a very
5
good point,
minutes. The other thing, doorways. When people stop in the middle of a doorway to have a conversation.
Or in the middle of the way, or on the moving sidewalk.
Yes.
They stand
on the left.
Oh God. I go, this is not a ride. I say it every time. I go, this is not a ride. This is not a ride.
The other shopping cart pet peeve that I have is when you're in the grocery store and someone just sort of leaves their shopping cart right in the middle of the aisle and they're like busy doing something else. You can't just pull it over.
Put it to the side.
Can you just? It's that easy.
You know what? Something that has helped me with that is when I'm walking, somebody's looking at something in the grocery store and I walk from, I always try to say, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
And because the reason why I do that, it's conscious that I'm, in somebody's way, and I wouldn't want to be in somebody else's way and that sort of thing. And so that helps. Try that. I don't know.
So there you go. A few of the pet peeves, man.
The one thing that really kills me, and it's because I'm kind of a gym rat, is people that don't re-rack their weights or just leave them laying.
Yeah, that's why
I went over to this bench the other day, and the guy had 3 plates on both sides. I was like, what? You couldn't put these away when you were done? Now I got to do it?
What about the people that don't clean off the, the bench after?
No, you got to go get the wipey and do it yourself. Like, you don't leave it for me to go over there.
That's why I don't work out.
That's why, That's why you take wet wipes with you if you don't want to get up and take them with you. And just wipe it down when you're done. It's very simple. Let's jump into the show. A business exec facing felony assault charges after he was caught on video throwing a teenager on the floor at an In-N-Out burger. 55-year-old Colorado businessman was at that burger joint when the teen splashed water on his wife. Well, video showed the man telling the startled-looking boy to say sorry before grabbing him and just throwing him on the ground. He and his wife left the restaurant before cops arrived, but it didn't matter because he was identified by witnesses. Man has since been charged with felony assault and misdemeanor child abuse. And, when we say like splash water, probably an accident, maybe, or if
probably horsing around,
being stupid,
yeah,
being a teenager,
being inappropriate, not apologizing, maybe feeling a bit entitled. And you mentioned everybody's got cameras nowadays,
yeah.
So of course this guy was caught on camera. What he did was completely unacceptable.
100%. And I know that when we go to fast food restaurants, we get like real frustrated now because they can't get enough people to work there anymore, and that's why we're talking to computers and that sort of thing. So we got to just know. Going back to like social contracts, when we go in there, just be patient. You know what makes you're that important, that you can't just let somebody take a few seconds longer.
To me,
I have to deal with that.
I feel like there is a moment for someone, a leader at either a network or in politics, to step forward and say, common sense has to return along with common courtesy. I mean, I don't know if it will ever happen. Of course, social media, the phones, a lot has to do with, the blame culture. But it seems like at some point, when did it become acceptable to throw a teenager down in the middle of an In-N-Out or to throw water on the guy's wife? I mean, neither are acceptable, but that reaction is ridiculous.
It didn't deserve any violence is never going to be the answer at all.
Well, it's turned into a pillow fight club of sorts. A North Carolina mom has divided the social media stratosphere with her decision to sleep over in her daughter's dorm on her first night away from home at college. 48-year-old Lori Miggins posted video on Instagram of her slumber party with her 18-year-old daughter at Appalachian State University. Well, Lori's video quickly went viral. Some people loved it, while others accused her of being a helicopter mom. Mom said she made sure to get permission from both the college and her daughter's new roommate.
And my understanding, the roommate was not going to show up for that day. So, it's a big day. They all go up there and, help them move in. And the roommate wasn't supposed to be there. Apparently she did everything to do. I don't see anything wrong with this. I do see a difference. I don't see dads would ever do something like this. Like one is, all right, it's almost like, all right, I dropped you off. I did my job.
Exactly.
I'm out of here.
Unless they want to take her to the frat party.
That's what I say.
That's when the dads stay over.
When the dads say, hey, look, I need to borrow your sheet. We're going to a toga party.
Yeah.
Right? That's when you worry about
Let me show you how to do it.
And that's why mom says, I'll handle taking the kids to college.
Yes.
That sort of thing. It's unfortunate people getting I can understand why they're saying, hey, let it go. But it was like, there was a bed available, and why not? Have some fun.
Well, I saw somebody post something because a lot of people are taking their kids to college, and it's like, if your parents bring you to college, cut them some slack, because they're basically dropping you off, and it's a big change in their life. They're becoming an empty nester. So if they want to take a couple extra pictures, if they want to make sure your room is just right, if they want to spend a little extra time, just give them those moments, because they're not going to get that back. This is it.
And after 4 years going to college, wherever, they're not going to be the same person either, too. So let them have that last time. So imagine that. Stunning performance at the opening ceremony for the Olympics. Celine Dion, guess what? She's back at Vegas. The 56-year-old diva says that she's actually in the final stages of signing a new deal with Resorts World. Her residency should start later this year, extending to 2025. Her possible return to the stage comes amid her ongoing battle with stiff person syndrome. Celine shared some of the details of her health struggles with fans in her 2024 documentary, I Am Celine Dion. Insiders say that the show is entirely her idea, and she's ready to get out and perform again. This would actually mark Dion's third residency in Las Vegas. Sometimes, when you retire, it's worse for you when it comes to health, because you don't really have a purpose and that sort of thing.
That's so true.
So maybe this might be helping her, just kind of keeping it off of her mind. It might be able to help her through it. And look, if she can do it, just it's somebody watching her health. I support it.
It's that whole adage.
I'm not going to go. But.
Yeah, move it or lose it, right? In so many terms. She was phenomenal at the Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a stunner. Did you watch that?
I didn't watch that. No, I for some reason, I just was not into the Olympics this year. I mean, I watched the breakdancing thing.
Oh, that was atrocious.
Like, you could see why it's not coming back.
Yeah,
that's
was
all
embarrassing.
I really
And there was so much
Australia.
There was so much hype leading up to it, and you're like expecting. The guys were great.
The guy who got the bronze is from Orlando.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
so?
Kissimmee. He lives over in Kissimmee.
I tuned it out after the first 5 minutes. I couldn't
After
take
the
it.
Australian chick,
Yeah, I couldn't take it.
was
It
like-
was
Got to
so
go back
bad.
to work though. Have you ever seen her compound out there in Vegas? Her house? They did
Oh,
a
Celine's?
Yeah, I think Oprah did a tour with her. She's got a compound.
I
It's like what
believe it.
Wayne Newton used to have out there.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like a
of
whole
course.
property.
There's nothing but land out there to buy, so you can see how, if you're going to make that kind of money, you might as well be comfortable in where you live and that sort of thing.
Like Carrot Top's been there for 30 years.
Well, I think if you find a niche, and Las Vegas is where you can land, it's a perfect setup for somebody who wants a residency because you've got a built-in audience every single night.
They're there to see you, and you don't have to tour, and you can just, when you're done, go upstairs or go out to your property.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. We hope that you stick around because we like you a lot. We
A
got
lot, a
more
lot.
tr- a lot,
A lot.
We got more trendy news and entertainment coming up after this. Hey, welcome back to The Big Show. I'm Mitch English. Our next guest is a New York-based comedian and musician. His name's Dave Hill. We got a clip of him doing some stand-up at Union Hall in Brooklyn. Check this out.
I often get mistaken for a woman. This is true, and I know a lot of you are like, oh, come on, Dave, I don't see that at all. But some of you are like, actually, I could kind of see that, Dave. And I don't know if it's because of my delicate features or my casual elegance, or I kind of have mom hair. Like, it's like not long, but it's still pretty fun and like well suited for the on-the-go lifestyle. Like dropping kids off at soccer practice, or like putting on a really fun last-minute pizza party. Basically, whatever you need done, I could totally get it done with this haircut. But it's true, it happens like every couple months or so I get mistaken for a woman, which is a lot when you consider the fact that I technically am a man. And usually it'll happen, I'll be out at a restaurant with a fully functioning woman, and the waiter will come over and just be like, can I get you ladies anything to drink? Or I'll be at the grocery store and I go to the cashier and they'll just say, oh, did you find everything you're looking for, ma'am? And in neither case, they don't go like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry, like I thought you were a woman, but clearly you're a man. They very quickly just call me sir, as if I'm not gonna notice at all. That up until a second ago, they totally thought that I lived my life as a woman. And it's fine, I'm not mad, it doesn't hurt my feelings, I don't feel sorry for myself. But I do feel sorry for the woman they imagine me to be.
I love it, man. It's probably, I'm wondering, Dave, joining us right here on Daily Flash, it might be, because I get it all the time, it's the lapel pins. Do you think that might be something that might go along with maybe thinking?
I don't know. It might be. I don't know. It's been happening for years and years.
I love it.
It truly happens all the time.
I
But
love
I take it as a compliment, ultimately.
There you go. And I love that comedians actually, the way that they can find their humor. How would you best describe, like, what kind of comedian you are if somebody has not seen you?
Oh, I don't know. Just an idiot. Just having fun. Just, I don't know. Basically, I haven't progressed since I was 15 mentally. And now I take that all over the world.
You're making money off of it. Everything that your teachers said that you couldn't do, now you can make cash off of it too. I think that's kind of a common thread, I think, with comedians.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the inner child, and then as you're looking around at the world and just really realizing just how ridiculous actually the world can actually be. And we're in a different age and time right now with comedy, and I appreciate now people are kind of fighting back against a whole lot of political correctness and kind of opening up. And that, you think this is going to be good or bad for comedy?
What, the current world that we're in?
Well, basically just the fact that people are getting too politically correct, and it's our comedians in the world that are actually saying, you know what, we need to step back from being so PC and maybe and not worried about getting canceled, and maybe thinking that there's a full world out there. Do you think this actually could be helping America, or could it hurt us in the long run?
Well, I mean, the thing, people always talk about this with comedians, like, oh, we can't say what we want, but I'll tell you who's not talking. No comedians, we never talk about this with each other. I think it's not a real thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Comedians can say whatever I think whatever you want to say and whatever you want to talk about, there's going to be an audience for it. And So I think it's, I don't know. I honestly don't think it's that much of a thing. I think you can kind of do what you want to do.
So you might be more like the media, or people like myself too, kind of just saying there's a bigger problem. It's not as big as a problem as we're actually making it. And the comedians are just there kind of like our mirror to make us realize, hey, let's just have some fun and laugh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, I think it's more just something to talk about with other people, but comedians don't really talk about it, honestly.
That's interesting. Yeah, I would love to sit down and just see what a normal day would be. Let's jump on to, you're very multi-talented by all means, a musician as well. You were just on tour with Tenacious D. That has to be a fun experience, getting up on stage and performing there. Where all did you, were you able to tour with them?
Yeah, it was. I mean, they're the best and the best guys, best band, but their whole crew, everyone's just amazing. I did the South with them last September, and then we just got back I did Dublin and the UK with them, and it was an absolute blast. There's me and Kyle Gass there, my buddy.
Are you on bass? You play bass, right?
No, I play guitar. So okay. I opened for them, and then Kyle was nice enough to come out and play the recorder with me during part of my set, so to take things to the next level.
I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, it was a total blast. We did sold out arenas every night, which was totally crazy. I'd be in my dressing room before each show, completely panicking, but then you go out there and it's just fun. As soon as the lights go down, you go out there on stage. It's all
you're up there. Is it harder? Like, I don't want to put the two, but like when you're a comedian, you're up there by yourself, but you have a group together there. Is there a little bit of strength in numbers that kind of helps you keep the flow going, or do you get to take all the recognition when you're on stage by yourself?
On that tour, it's John Spiker, their bass player, and Scott Seaver, their drummer, would come out and join me. Yeah, but there's always, because, I started playing in bands before I went into comedy, and there's definitely like way more comfort being out on stage with your friends than there is, being all alone. But I think having the guitar is helpful in, you have this big hunk of wood that can double as a weapon if things get real. Yeah. If things go downhill, you have a big hunk of wood to protect yourself.
There you go. Dave, thank you so much for joining us. You can check out more. Go to Dave Hill online. Instagram, it's Mr. Dave Hill. He's got a new book out. It's called The Awesome Game, available everywhere. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Dads, we love tech. We also love our dads. So let's find someone that actually can tell us some great Father's Day gift ideas. That, of course, our very own father of all cool tech, gadgets, and more, Dr. Frank Vigiano. Hey there, Dr. Frank.
Hey, Mitch, how are you?
I am great. I'm following your advice, and I'm on my Apple a day, every day, all right? So I'm doing good.
Boy.
Dad, you got some great products coming up here and some great gadgets. One thing that dads will always say, I want some peace and quiet around here. You say not so much, because you got something that maybe dads can jam out to, and no one will really know. Tell us about this thing.
Absolutely, Mitch, yeah. Anthem just introduced the MRX SLM audio-video receiver. It'll certainly enhance dad's or grad's audio experience. Anthem is a leader in audio. MRX SLM is compact, powerful, and very sleek, Mitch. It can fit behind the flat screen. Isn't that amazing?
That's cool.
Yeah, in a rack. You can put it in a rack. You can put it in a cabinet, just about anywhere. But the fact is, it's so small, it fits wherever you need it to be. It's a fraction of the size of the bulky receivers, but delivers pure high-fidelity sound. Streaming options include Apple AirPlay, Google Cast, and Bluetooth. And Anthem is kicking off their Dads and Grads summer sale with an unprecedented 20% off, Mitch, of their MRX and AVM 8K models. The offer is valid in the US and Canada. To learn more, visit anthemav.com.
Wow. And that thing is slim, man. That thing, it's very small.
Look at this, man.
Yeah?
Look at that.
Oh, pick it up a little bit higher. Let me see it. Look at there. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that can fit behind a TV. Very, very
Sure
cool.
can.
All right.
Very cool.
All right. Now, listen, Dad, we need to clean the air about Dad and for Dad as well. You have something that actually could do both of those things, right?
Absolutely, Mitch. The Sharp plasma cluster air purifiers are incredible. According to the EPA, inside air can be up to 5 times more polluted than outside air. Some models are compatible with Alexa and Google Assistant and can monitor home air quality remotely with the Sharp Air mobile app. Sharp has a triple filter system, Mitch. It has a washable pre-filter that traps dust, a carbon filter that helps reduce household odors, and a true HEPA filter, which is high efficiency particulate for air. Sharp's plasma cluster ion technology disperses ions for active cleaning and has proven effective in reducing 99.97% of dust, pollen, mold, bacteria, and viruses. Mitch, you want to look for certifications by CARB, the California Air Research Board, and AHAM. And for more information, go to shop.sharpusa.com.
All right. How can we make sure, though, of course, Dad doesn't complain about the AC bill? You got a gift for that, don't you?
Oh, we sure do, man. It's Mr. Cool, and it's the first DIY ductless HVAC system. It's a do-it-yourself HVAC system for all seasons, Mitch. It has pre-charged line sets, which allow quick connections. Single zone or multi-zone units are available for 2 to 5 rooms in your home. The air handler can be wall-mounted or ceiling-mounted with a new ceiling cassette. And what's interesting, Mitch, you can change the filter. It's so easy because you have access to it. It's America's only true do-it-yourself HVAC system.
Wow.
With no special tools or ductwork needed. The new 4th generation units have a smartphone app, voice controls, and Energy Star certification. They start around $1,700. Make sure you check for rebates and visit MrCoolDIY.com.
All right. Well, you're our Mr. Cool. How about that? You want to make sure that we can get a hold of you at any time. And you've got, of course, the phone that will do just that. Tell us about it.
Yeah, Mitch, this is really cool. It's by Kyocera. It's the DuraForce Pro 3. It's a smartphone, but it's also durable. This is what's so different about it. It has fast wireless charging and a removable battery, which most phones don't. It's great for outdoor enthusiasts, has a scratch and shatter resistant display, glove and wet touch screen operation, and you can drop it from 5 feet onto concrete, nothing happens.
Wow.
It's waterproof up to 6.5 feet for 30 minutes, has super night vision, it has a wide angle lens and a macro camera. For more information, go to KyoceraMobile.com.
All right. Finally, Dad would just love to cruise in style. Tell us about this hybrid SUV, man.
Oh, man, this is amazing, Mitch. It's by Hyundai. It's their Santa Fe Hybrid. And the Santa Fe Hybrid is a completely redesigned 3-row hybrid SUV. It has excellent fuel efficiency. The range is 602 miles on a full tank of gas with the battery. Yeah, it's amazing. It boasts many advanced safety and driver assist features like safe exit assist. Its off-road capabilities are amazing. And the new boxy, rugged shape redefines Santa Fe's persona. It's basically very fun to drive. And there are 2 panoramic color screens in the dash, an optional UV tray, and 2 wireless phone chargers for no more wire clutter. The Santa Fe Hybrid would be the ultimate gift for your dad or your grad, and they start at $36,950. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or your local Hyundai dealer.
Very good. Dr. Frank, you did it. Thank you so much. And of course, you at home, if you want to look over any of this stuff, we'll have that information. You can check out whatsupdrfrank.com or just check out our website, dailyflashshow.com.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash. We also got Matt Doolittle. We'll be checking in with him just a little bit later on. One of the most elusive artists. How we don't know who this guy is still blows my mind. We're talking about Banksy. If you're not familiar with him, you've probably heard of his work or
seen it
somewhere along the lines, or people copying it. Basically, he's a graffiti artist that no one knows who he is. He just shows up, and then people just love his art, and they call it art. And it's he's sold for millions of dollars some of his artwork that he's just put on as graffiti. Well, there's a zoo in London that he tagged, is basically what the word is if you spray paint your art on there.
Sure, Grandpa.
You tag it. You tag it's what you do, Grandpa. And well, the zoo are like, well, we got to tear down this wall. They don't want to. But they're like, we're going to go ahead and preserve this wall because it's got art on it because Banksy did it.
Sure.
And it's actually a big thing in London right now. They've he has worked his way into animals now, which is the zoo appreciates. There's a howling wolf that they preserved that was on a satellite dish, a cat on a big billboard that they've taken down, and then a rhinoceros on a brick wall. Well, this one they're going to keep and they're going to preserve it, possibly sell it later if you think about it. So I think it's a great idea. And they almost want Banksy to do their artwork, their graffiti on the side of the building, and yet we don't know who he is. He could be in this room right now.
Remember when he sold one of his pieces of art for millions of dollars, I think at one of the big fancy auctions, and then moments later it was shredded live on television? And it's like performance art in a way, right?
Indeed, it is.
It's nuts, but it's fascinating.
The art of just staying out of the public in this day and age is even harder because somebody has to see him paint it and figure it out.
When we were in
he wears
London,
these boxes on his head.
When we were in London, it was like a map quest. You found spots all over London where he'd tag stuff, and you go there and it'd be like 20 other people sitting there
taking pictures.
Like, it's just on the street.
I do remember being in New York City. I was there for one of the press junkets for one of the movies, and they have those outdoor art fairs on the weekends, right? And I remember walking through, and then I came back to my hotel room later that night, and the lead story in the news was Banksy selling art, but nobody knew it was him. Only one painting was sold for $5. And I was like, oh my God.
They didn't know who was Banksy.
They didn't know it was Banksy. And he was selling his art at one of those little kiosks on an outdoor mart for like $5 a piece. And, only one guy purchased something.
And that's probably worth millions.
And it's worth millions, exactly. A business exec is facing felony assault charges after he was caught on video throwing a teenager onto the floor of an In-N-Out burger. The 55-year-old Colorado businessman was at the burger joint when the teen splashed water on his wife. Video showed the man telling the startled-looking boy to say sorry before grabbing him and throwing him down. He and his wife left the restaurant before police arrived, but didn't really matter because he was identified by witnesses. The man has since been charged with felony assault and misdemeanor child abuse.
It's a shame that happens, especially if you're an adult. You should know, disrespecting your wife, that's one thing. You could handle it, certainly not in that manner.
Exactly.
In a much different way that probably would have taught a better lesson than beating the crap out of
sometimes I think when it comes to those things, you just got to take a breath, take a beat, walk away. It's easier said than done.
100%.
You could say he went animal style.
Oh,
I'll collect my things.
Did you see? I was looking up. I was trying to. What was it called? I was calling it as a protein, but it's called animal. That's what I was looking up, trying to figure it out.
That's with the mustard, right?
That's just where they put everything on the fries, and it's just
and there's no bun, right?
There's no bun.
No. It's where they take the fries and then they put all the cheese sauce and all the onions and all that on it.
Very nice. Well, that's probably why it didn't pop up when I was looking for it. All right, it's turned into a pillow fight club of sorts. A North Carolina mom has the social media stratosphere divided with her decision to sleep over in her daughter's dorm on her first night away from home at college. 48-year-old Lori Miggins, she posted a video on Instagram of her slumber party with her 18-year-old daughter at Appalachian State University. Lori's video quickly went viral. Some people loved it. Others accused her. It's like, you're a helicopter mom. Well, mom said that she actually got permission from both the college and her roommates, her daughter's roommate, who was not there in the first place. So it was not like he kicked her daughter out and she slept in him for one night. People are just so up in arms about this. And it's like, I understand. Yeah, you're going to have to let them go, but let that last moment
Did you find you spend less time on social media? Maybe not. I know we're
maybe
kind of
we need to.
But maybe we need to. Summer is almost over, and we know what that means. It's back to school time. Joining us with the must-haves for the student in your life is lifestyle expert Joanne Butler. Hi, Joanne.
Thanks for having me. Let's start with the HP OmniBook X AI PC here. This has a battery life of up to 26 hours, 1 terabyte of storage, a built-in Snapdragon X processor, which means it's lightning fast, helps kids learn, boosts their creativity and productivity, improves communication, just makes them psyched about learning. And it was made with sustainability in mind too, made out of recycled materials. So super amazing. Get it right at hp.com or bestbuy.com. Next up, the HP Envy Printer Plus HP All-In Plan. Named Envy for a reason, creme de la creme of printers here. It's $129.99, but if you get the all-in package, you'll get the printer, automatic ink delivery, dedicated 24/7 live support, a new printer delivered the very next business day if you need it, and an upgrade after 2 years. And you pay a monthly fee, get this, starting at just $6.99 for all of this. And HP will also ship it all to wherever you are. Plus, you can try it for 30 days, no upfront costs, kind of a no-brainer. Check it out again at hp.com. Next up, every cool dorm room needs cool lighting, and I love Whiz Lighting. These are their RGB and RGBIC LED light strips, completely customizable lighting here. Super easy to set them up. You just download the Whiz Connected app to your phone, then choose from 16 million plus solid colors and shades of white. You can do multiple colors at the same time, cool effects like rainbows and color fades and sparkles. They're super simple to install too on furniture, walls, doors. They come in all different sizes. You can even cut the strips if you need to, so they'll adjust to any space. And they're secure enough that they won't fall or go anywhere, but they're gentle enough that they won't damage anything either. So at the end of the year, when it comes time to take them home, you're good to go. They're affordable as well. They start at $24.99 right on Amazon. Whiz Connected. Love, love, love. Now, for big and little kids alike, finding a snack both parents and kids love can be difficult, and Kind Bars always makes it easy. They're nutritious, delicious. They're filled with nutrient-dense first ingredients. These are their new school-friendly kids bars. Gluten-free, no tree nuts or peanuts, 100% whole grain oats, 5 grams of protein per bar, and kids love them. I love them. Just a win-win. Just make sure to check with your local school district, of course, just to confirm that they meet its requirements, because every school does have their own definition of what school-friendly means. So they're super yummy. Now, no secret, when it's back to school time, germs can just spread in the classroom and they can make their little old way into your home. So Lysol disinfecting wipes and Lysol disinfectant spray, just an absolute essential. When used as directed, they kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria, including cold, flu, and the COVID-19 virus. You can use them on so many surfaces at home and in school, desktops, door handles, countertops. And for year 6 of Lysol's Here, Healthy Schools program, they're teaming up with Kids Co-Creation Lab, the Giant Room, to create these Lysol Mini Lab science kits with hands-on activities that help educate elementary students and their teachers too on germ prevention. They're donating these to Title I schools too across the country. And you can learn more about this at thegiantroom.com/Lysol Mini Labs for more on that. And there you have it, back to school must-haves.
KSA Entertainment believes in our communities. We value those who have dedicated their lives to enrich our own. KSA Entertainment is proud to introduce our corporate initiative, KSA Cares. KSA Cares shines a light, gives a voice, and lends a helping hand through compelling awareness initiatives. From supporting veterans to environmental awareness, KSA Entertainment is proud to produce content supporting ways to help communities all across America.
All right, as we head into the back-to-school season, parents are searching for new tools that actually could help their kids thrive in class and even at home. Toy industry expert Elizabeth Warner, she joins us with new ways to learn through play.
Let's jump in with a couple of amazing educational items, starting off with Tony's. Now, this is a screen-free audio system that's designed for our little ones to give them loads of entertainment, tell them stories and songs. They place a Tony character on the top and instantly start hearing those great stories and going on adventures. Well, now they've got Clever Tonys. They lead our kids on adventures featuring animals, dinosaurs, marine life, and more. One of my favorites, the Animal World Record Breakers. This allows them to explore the world's fastest fastest, slowest, smallest, coolest, and creepiest animals in the world. Now, when it comes to reading and learning, we cannot ever forget about Leapfrog. They are such a leader in the category. This is the Get Ready for Phonics Spin and Learn. Absolutely love this. Of course, this toy is going to take our kids on a word sound journey with lights and phrases that boost vocabulary, early reading skills, and it's packed with lots of phonics games, activities that make learning to read fun and exciting. Now, when they're on the school bus, they're going to be talking about what's cool and what's hot. This is the Furlings. They're brought to us by Funrise, a Yeti, a dragon, a jackalope. They're all cute, magically animated. Their eyes, yes, you'll see tons of expressions just through them, but they have over 80 different expressions, from giggles and laughs when you shake them, pull their ear for a growl, maybe push their nose, hear a sneeze or a roar. And that tail, it's long, it's fuzzy, and it's fun, and it can just wrap right around our kids' arms, and they can hang upside down, which I love. Now, when they're in school, do they get a little stressed? Are they a little anxious, maybe a little bit hyper, and they can't sit still? I found something that might just help. It's called Nido. Now, this stuff, it's a sensory toy that's loads of fun. They squish it, they smush it, they stretch it, they squeeze it. They come in loads of sizes, shapes, textures, and colors, and they're just so gratifying. Listen, these are not just for the kids. The new Dream Drop, that's my favorite one. It's a raindrop shape with a dreamy, sparkle, squishy feeling. These are great to help all of us of all ages just relax and chill, and they're great to collect. Now, when it comes to science, technology, engineering, arts, math, you name it, I love Thames and Cosmos. Today, they bring us the Get-Go Run. This is a wildly innovative and fun vertical marble run. This system has flexible tracks, doesn't require any support structures. They use these little nano adhesive pads, which are loads of these little mini suction cups. So no glue, no sticky residue. They can build on any flat surface, a door, a wall, a window, a glass door. Loads of open-ended play. Once they drop that marble in and see it going through the tracks and doing tricks, they'll be hooked. They'll be learning engineering, problem-solving skills, and yes, a little physics. Now, for more information on all of these great items, head over to our website, WernerInfo.com.
Up next, celebrity makeup artist Daniel Martin joins us to share all the beauty benefits of soy. Here's how to incorporate soy into your daily routine. Hi, Daniel.
Yeah, so with the temperatures drastically changing right now from very hot to cool, and over the next few months, even weeks, it's important to look at your beauty and skincare routines to ensure you're keeping your skin hydrated, balanced, and protected right now with the right mix of products and ingredients. You know, when it comes to the most versatile ingredient to add to your beauty routine, in fact, soy is a powerhouse dermatologist-approved ingredient that helps deliver radiant-looking skin. According to U.S. Soy's Beauty of Soy report, nearly 3 in 4 dermatologists say soy-based ingredients can be beneficial for overall skin health. And 2 in 3 dermatologists say beauty products containing soy-based ingredients are effective in treating specific skin concerns like dryness, acne, and aging skin. And while soy is a studied and trusted ingredient being utilized in the beauty industry for more than 2 decades, many still don't know about its amazing benefits, including the ability to help improve skin's texture, appearance, and hydration. That's why I'm so excited to share some soy-powered products today and how we can use them to not only help achieve radiant, glowy skin, but also to create some hot, beautiful looks for fall. First up, the perfect base for any makeup look starts with a good skincare routine. To get that glowy, super hydrated skin, soy is a great addition to skincare routines because of its hydrating benefits. A cleanser like Fresh's Soy PH Balance Hydrating Face Wash supports skin moisture barrier. To add extra hydration all over, a cream like Kiehl's Creme de la Corp Soy Milk and Honey Whipped Butter helps achieve that perfect dewy finish on the body. There's even soy-powered cosmetics that can help boost overall skin health and hydration, locking in that moisture for a firm and settled look. You may not even know that soy can be found in some of your favorite cosmetics, and I'm just going to show you right now on Natalie. So with this look that I did on Natalie, I started with Dior Face and Body Foundation, NARS Concealer, and it's giving this really beautiful radiant base for her makeup. Moving into the eyes, I used Burt's Bees Eyeshadow Trio to give her eyes sparkle and shine, while Aeropress Natural Almond Mascara lengthens her lashes with that natural look. Blush is all the rage these days, so I used Tower 28's Cream Blush to give that natural flush look. We're also seeing more neutral lips take over. The key for perfecting this look is to keep your lips hydrated and healthy, and Tower 28 lip treatments are perfect for this. It's a perfect fall staple that looks gorgeous on everyone. So you can head over to ussoy.com to learn more about all the amazing benefits of soy and start incorporating it into your routine for flawless looking skin.
Electric vehicles continue to grow in popularity and even evolve. Check out Auto Trader's top EVs of 2024 and of 2025.
Many all-new electric cars are already available, but many are still several years out. To help you navigate the EV landscape, here's a list of all new electric cars for 2024 and 2025, starting with this redesigned Fiat 500e. Base price is just below $35,000, and with the 500e lax in size, it makes up for in style. Next, there's the 2025 Polestar 3. The least powerful version of the Polestar 3 packs 489 horsepower. Pricing starts at just over $73,000. The 2025 Mini Cooper Countryman SE has all the expected Mini style, and driving range is expected to be about 250 miles. One of the most anticipated electric cars of 2025 is the Lucid Gravity, the three-row SUV counterpart to the Air.
Life Love Shopping is a weekly 30-minute lifestyle show hosted by Andrea Jackson. It's focused on the latest trends for your health, home, and happiness. Life Love Shopping offers viewers ways to improve their life and style, wellness, and relationships. If you live it, love it, or buy it, Life Love Shopping will talk about it.
We start today's show with the happiest jobs in America. A recent study found physical therapists take the top spot when it comes to job satisfaction.
Life Love Shopping, your life and style guide from A to Z.
Hey, don't forget, if you missed any of that information, we got it there waiting for you on our website, dailyflashshow.com. It's always open. It's waiting for you right now.
Yes, 24/7. We love to hear from you. There's a sound off tab on our website that'll allow you to sound off on anything we're talking about or find any stories we may have covered. Welcome back to Daily Flash. Two fixers, both lone wolves, are forced to work together when things get complicated. The man whose body they're hired to get rid of turns out to be alive. This is today's must-watch movie, Wolves.
How did you get this number?
I was told that if I ever needed help, to call you. You're a man who can fix things. I didn't know people like you really existed.
They don't. There's nobody who can do what I do.
Who are you?
I'm here to take care of your problem. Who called you?
We clearly have a situation here. We have decided that the only course of action is for you both to work together.
No. It's not how I work. This is not how I work. Oh. It's a different thing now. It's gonna be a long night. Where'd you get the drugs?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where did you get the drugs? Talk. There's an art to this you may not realize. But the art is saying the same thing over and over. Let's see your technique. I showed you my luggage card trick. Admit it. It's cool. Okay, fine. It was very cool.
Where'd you get the drugs?
How long have you been partners? You got like the same clothes, kind of talk the same.
So?
Like basically the same guy.
We're not partners.
For what is a man? What has he got?
There are people out there who, if they suspected I knew what he knew and I knew what he knew, they would have us all killed immediately.
What?
I faced it all, and I stood tall.
Stop him!
Oh, this looks great.
Man,
Can't wait to see
those
it.
two together, right?
Yeah, oh, so good.
That does it for the show. Y'all take care. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.